What is poppin'? It's like 9:30 my time. It's pretty late, I'm not gonna lie. My plan was to get on here at like 8 o'clock, but I got distracted, so I got on when I got on. I'll probably be on here for like 30 minutes and you know, I'll be on for however long I'm on. Depending on how many people talk. How many people show up, how many people talk, that that decides how long I stay on. But my plan right now, 30 minutes. I'll go to like 10 o'clock. If nobody's on, then I'll get off. Yo! Never seen you on my live before, bro. What's up? What brought you here today? Mr. Superior Weightlifter National Champion, sir. How did I get a national champion on my live stream? That's what I want to know. Damn, it's four people up in here. What's up, Phil? On the YouTube, studying some JavaScript. How's that going, bro? Hey, buenas noches. What am I studying? I'm studying life, bro. I'm a student of the game. You feel me? Nah, but I just get on here like I get on here and I help people with Spanish and English. I got some people that follow me that really don't speak English, to be honest. So whoever needs help with anything, I'm here to help them. What am I learning though? I'm learning everything, man. I'm a strength and conditioning coach, so I'm always learning how to be better at that. I'm always learning how to speak both of my languages better. I am just always learning, bro. Always learning. Phil, what you on, bro? What you on? Let's see. There's four people in here. So who is the fourth person? Oh no, sorry, I'm stupid. I said what's up to all four people already. Oh, I didn't ask you. Why are you learning JavaScript? How's that gonna help you in life? What made you say like, this is what I'm doing? Cleaning up the gym for wifey tomorrow. 4 miles. I think I might have saw that on your story. How fast did you do the 4 miles? If you don't mind sharing with the class, if it doesn't embarrass you. Mr. Tijuana, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás hoy? One mile warm up, two good pace, one cool down. See, that's how I know you're becoming a runner, son. When you start talking about miles as warm ups and cool downs, you're getting there. Regular people hear 1 mile, they're like, cool down, bro. That's a workout. What are you talking about? Bien cansado. ¿Por qué, bro? ¿Qué hiciste? ¿Qué hiciste hoy? ¿Por qué estás cansado? You're a computer science student in university and you need to be proficient in JavaScript. I didn't get to read that comment before it faded off the screen, so now I have to look on my laptop. Hold on. Do. To find a job in web development. Okay, then let me go back even a step further. Why did you pick computer science and why do you want to find a job in this field? Like, what attracted you to this? If it's just money, that's fine. I just want to know, like, what made you pick it? Tech is like kind of the thing right now. But I'm wondering, is it gonna keep being a thing? I feel like tech is like kind of endless because there's always something needed in tech. But I just feel like AI is gonna take over the world, and then like everything that can be done in tech, I just feel like a computer will be able to do it. Except maybe fixing stuff. But I feel like you'll be able to design something to fix the errors too. Don't know. Maybe you would always need a human being overseeing this stuff. Good money and nothing feels cooler than making something from scratch that someone can interact with and helps them in their daily. So, what specifically are you thinking of when you said there had to be something in your head that you're like, this is gonna help someone? What are you gonna do that's gonna help someone? I don't know anything about coding, by the way, so that's not like a condescending question or something like that. I'm like, what? What would you be creating that would help me? Honestly, I don't really know anything about code or coding. Like when I went to college way back in the day, we got forced to take a semester of a class. So like I had to like make a website from scratch, and like our like capstone project was like make a it was like a video game, but this was like 2010, bro. So an internet video game was like trash compared to probably whatever exists now. So yeah, that's when I was in that class. I knew I was never gonna do anything with coding because like, bro, I would make the website, I would put in these codes, and it just wouldn't work. And then you have to look at all this stuff, and then you just find out that you like typed something wrong, bro. Oh, that shit used to piss me off, bro. And I was like, yeah, this is not a field for me, bro. I'll be looking at it like, yeah, I put if this, then this, and then I realized I got accidentally like typed a period or something like that. Yo, you changed your name to A and B Reacts. You're a reaction channel now, bro. You gonna be reacting to NBA YoungBoy? Oh, I just saw your other comment. Same reasons why someone would want to be an architect. I would ask them the same question. Why you want to be an architect, bro? For Coach Mash, I'm making a simple website questionnaire that allow athletes he coaches to fill out so he can gauge daily readiness. Okay, that's what I was looking for right there. That is yeah, that's what I was thinking of, something like that. So in that daily questionnaire, I'm guessing it's something like, is it pre-training or is it post? Oh no, you said daily readiness, so it has to be pre-training. I'm guessing you're gonna have how much they lifted the day before, and you're asking them how they feel today. Does it does that questionnaire actually affect what they do that day, or is it just something for the coach to see, like when you ran this program with this percentages and when you had them working out this many days, overall they felt like this every day. They didn't feel good most days to help him build his next program. Is it like that or what? What did you have in mind when you were or when you started designing it, I should say? Hey, we got a lot of interaction in here tonight, man. Y'all must be bored. It's a Thursday night. I respect it. I'm bored too, clearly. 5 questions. All right. Let's gauge my daily readiness. Tell me if I'm ready to train right now. I'm ready, bro. Let's do it. But I also want to know like what happens after they answer the questions. Like, what if they answer all the questions horribly? Like, they're just like, I feel horrible. I don't want to train today. Well, I have to wait for the questions. Let me wait for the questions before I ask anything else. Oh, Phil, I just saw your. How am I missing these comments? 10 for the warm up, 8:30 for the 2 miles, 10:45 for the cool down. But you felt like you were going at a 10-minute pace. Hey, if you were going 8:30, you felt like you were going 10. That's good, bro. That means you got some good things coming in the future. A whole lot of nothing. So you did a whole lot of nothing and you're tired. That means you need more sleep, bro. It means you need to stop being on these YouTube lives, bro, and go to sleep. What time do you wake up in the morning that got you so tired, bro? Because I wake up at 4:30 a.m., bro. So that's why I said, like, at 10 o'clock, I'm going to be winding down. I might not get off exactly at 10, but I'm not going to be on here till like 11 or nothing like that because your boy got to get up early in the morning. Early. I'm up early morning. I'm up early in the morning. Let's shoot for this time tomorrow. Hopefully earlier than this, but I could do this. Yeah, just remind me because I literally forgot until you actually said that. Body weight in the AM. I was 102 this morning. How many hours did I sleep last night? I slept for 6 hours and 43 minutes exactly. Nutrition quality in regards to number of meals. In regards to number of meals the day before. Nutrition quality in regards to number of meals the day before. I need clarification on that one before I answer it. For sleep quality, what's my scale, bro? What's my scale on sleep quality? Like good, bad, great, or like what? Sleep quality, I'm gonna say it was good because I woke up and I felt refreshed. Stressed? Stress? Yes. The answer is yes. It's not a yes or no question. It doesn't matter. Yes, there's stress. There's a lot of stress. Excitement to train. There's literally never been a day in my life where I've been excited to train. But I'm kind of a pessimist. So 4, 5, 6 for a scale of 1 to 5. Okay, sorry. I got you now. No, but what about number 3? That's what I need clarification on, bro. Okay. Sleep quality, I'm gonna give it a 4. Stress, I'm gonna give it a 1. I'm talking shit, but really there's no stress in my life. I gotta pay rent on the first, but that's the only reason that there's stress. Excitement to train, uh, point 0.5. I'm we're going off the scale just a little bit. I'm not excited, but I gotta do it. Exactly. Excitedness, 0. Effort, 10. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Team, no excitement. Yeah, I need clarification on number 3. Nutrition quality in regards to number of meals the day before. I feel like I don't know what that means, but I'm also a weightlifter, so I'm not smart. Oh no, I X out of the tab. Okay, I thought that's what it meant, but gotta get clarification so you don't answer it wrong. Why does it matter how many meals I ate? Why aren't you concerned with the amount of food I ate. What if I ate 5 meals, bro, but they were like all 3 almonds? I had 5 meals, and each of those meals were 3 almonds, bro. But I'm only gonna tell you that I had 5 meals. So I tell you I have 5 meals, and you see that my vertical jump was horrible because, like, obviously I'm about to pass out, bro. I only ate 15 almonds. Are you gonna think that I ate too much food and that's why I didn't jump well? But that's interesting, though. That's an interesting questionnaire and concept. I wonder. It's his PhD research, not mine. I'm just fucking with you, bro. Yeah, no, that's interesting. I wonder how what he's gonna do with that data and how he's gonna change things based on that data, or if he's gonna change things at all. Maybe he just wants to see it. Maybe he just wants to know like how people feel and like what they're doing, but it's not actually gonna. Oh, but it's his PhD research, so it kind of does matter. I've never had a desire to get a PhD ever. I haven't got my master's. I might have to get a master's just because of the field that I'm in, and like all of my coworkers have masters. When they talk about their master's degrees, I just don't say anything. I don't think any of my coworkers know that I don't have a master's degree, but I just don't want to go back to school. I don't want to do any schoolwork at all, and there's just no way I'm gonna do a PhD. That is a guarantee. The master's is possible. It's like I got like if some job told me like if you had a master's we would take you on, I might do it. Do I have a degree? Yes, I have a degree. I I did graduate college. My degree's in psychology actually, which is funny because I'm a strength and conditioning coach. So, but you can't even get a CSCS without a degree. I didn't know that. I got my CSCS and they were like, "Hey, we can't give you the certificate until you give us your college transcripts." And I'm like, "Why? Why does that matter, bro?" And so luckily, I did go to college, or else I wouldn't have a CSCS and I wouldn't have the job I have. Joaquin don't got a master's. Yeah, man, it's just not something I want to do unless, yeah, unless someone can convince me, unless they can make it like enticing. If they can say like, I think you would enjoy doing this because of this, but I don't want to get a master's just for the sake of having it or even getting it for a job. Like unless it's a very specific job and they're just like, dude, we literally can't hire you without a master's degree. Then I would go hustle up, get it as fast as I could. But other than that, I don't want one. You know, it means I knew optimal placements of mirrors in the gym for when I took the test. In our actual gym, it's more of a common sense thing. So all of the spacing stuff, like all of that, all of that stuff is for the NSCA, right? That organization. Like even the way you have to answer their questions for like step ups. It's like your right foot goes up first. Hold on, it's right foot, left foot. I don't even remember. That's the point. Right foot, left foot, right foot. I think, but it's very specific. And if you get the order wrong, then you're just wrong. But like in real life, it's like, bro, who cares? Like you step up with 2 feet, you step back down. Like if you step down with your right foot, then step down with the left foot next. Who cares? But they care because you're taking a test. The way they have you like correct cleans and everything else, I'm like, this is not what my coach would say, but he's not running the test, so you know who I am. I should have just went to the test like that. I should have just been like, I don't have to take this test. Give me my certification. But yes, I do have a CSCS for no reason other than to have the job that I have because you can't get hired in my position without a CSCS. Pajeda versus Izzy. Of course, I'm going with my boy Alex again. And honestly, I think Burns is gonna watch Masvidal, bro. But I don't know. I'm a big. I used to be a big fan of Masvidal, but I liked him more for his personality than his fighting. Right? I just think he's old, bro. He's old. He was never that good in the first place. He's a decent guy on his feet, but he's not top of the top. Like he's never gonna be that guy. Yeah, he's 38. He's not gonna be the champ. He's not gonna be defending titles. Like he's someone that could definitely beat an up and comer. Yeah, Burns is 36. I didn't know that, but to me, he's not old. I know that sounds crazy. It could have something to do with their training ages. I don't know. It could have something to do with like the damage that Masvidal took when he was young, but I don't know, man. He's just not that good. Like if he wins, it'll just I won't be like, "Oh my god, I'm so shocked," but I also just don't expect him to win at all. Like if Burns just runs through him, I'll just be like, "Well, yeah, like Masvidal is not that good. He's good enough to defend himself like against anybody, right? You know, he can fight Usman, he can fight Kobe, he can fight anybody because he doesn't suck. He's just not the top of the top. He doesn't have the tools. He doesn't have the athleticism. Like he's just not that guy. But he doesn't suck. He's just mid. Just just eh. Just eh. But I like him though. Outside of the octagon. He seems like a cool dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. He's definitely got some mileage. Like when he need Askren, right? That's when I was like, I literally was thinking when that happened. I'm like, he needs to like make a run for it now, bro. Like he needs to try to take this momentum and make something happen because like he's on a clock, bro. Like he's not like he was not like going to the top. Like I don't think anyone expected him to actually be where he was at. So yeah, yeah, yeah. And like I said, this wrestling is it's okay. I don't think he has anything that's just like horrible. He doesn't do anything where I'm just like, God, he's so bad at that. But he also doesn't do anything where I'm like, man, he's so good at that. He's just mid. Like he's just his stand up is cool because he's been doing it like literally his whole life. It's probably been what like let me think. It's almost been 20 years since I was in high school. It's been 13 years since I graduated high school. So when we watched those Kimbo Slice videos, that was probably 15, 16, 17 years ago. And he was fighting then. So he's been fighting on his feet for like 20 years now. I would expect him to be decent at it, you know what I mean? But he's just decent at it. Like that's it. That's it. But he cool though. I like Masvidal, man. Need a hip replacement. He really does. Yeah, I get why he says that, man. It's tough. It's tough accepting that like you're not 18 anymore, and like to an extent, like I think you need something like destructive to happen to you for you to be like, fuck, I'm not young anymore. Like I'm 30. I turned 31 in 2 weeks, right? And like, I genuinely do think that I'm like stronger than ever. I'm in like good shape because I actually am. But at like sometime in the next 5 to 8 years, right? I have to hit a point where it's like it's going down now, or it's just going straight. But you just can't keep going up. You can't keep going up the rest of your life. And so to say that you're in peak form at 38, it's not realistic. You might be able to be in the best shape you can be in at 38, or your mind and your body could be more solid than they ever have been because of your experience, right? Like he's been fighting for 20 years or so. He could say like, I feel more comfortable than ever. But there's just no way he's in the best shape of his life at 38. He's just not. Like, he's just not. If he got a late start, if he started at 30 or something and he said that, I might believe it. But there's no way. At 38, with all that mileage, like, nah. Mentally, maybe. Maybe. Mentally, he is. If you hear him speak about like training and strategy, he's good. But his body, yeah, exactly, bro, exactly. Yeah, we're on the same page. Like, I believe, probably, probably, mentally, he's probably in a better place than ever. Like, I believe after that Askren knee that he started taking fighting more seriously. I feel like he realized that he could have been a star at that point, but he was like already on the decline. He just happened to get matched up with Ben Askren. But he could have been a star a long time ago. Like he has a cool personality. He's overall he's likable. You know what I mean? I used to watch him on this YouTube series. I can't remember what it was called, but it would be like him in his camp getting ready for fights, showing training, showing backyard brawls and stuff like that. And I used to be like, man, this dude's cool, man. Like he's a cool dude. But it was like he never believed he could be a star. So he was never like putting in the work to be a public figure and stuff like that. So I just think now he realizes like how much money he can make and blah blah blah. So I think mentally probably in the best place he's been in. Is that gonna help him? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. I really don't think anything about him. To be honest, like I don't know, man. Like he looks good when he fights, but like everyone looks good until they fight somebody good. You know what I mean? And it's like, especially in something like the UFC, right? In boxing, like you can go undefeated for years. Like you can be that guy and never get tested until like you get that really big payday and you fight someone and you look like an idiot. But this kid, because of the way the UFC works, first of all, he's probably gonna be fighting for a title in like the next year or two. With the way the UFC is, if somebody's gonna smoke him, dog. Like I just believe someone's gonna smoke him. Like he's not gonna just make it up to a title fight, win the title, and defend the title for the next 10 years. Like he's gonna get smoked, and then we're gonna find out like how resilient he is. Like, will he come back from that loss? Will he still have the same confidence? Because when you're 18, 19, 20, because I've been there and I was fighting at that age, like, first of all, you don't even think you can get knocked out. It's like impossible. Like, I mean, even now, I've never been knocked out. And like, I know it's humanly possible, but I'm like, what if I just have an indestructible chin because I'm 30 years old and I've never been knocked out? Have I been hurt? Like, yeah, a bunch of times. But like that just makes it even more. I'm just like, bro, all the hard shots I've taken, like I've never even touched the canvas, bro. Have I fought like the best people in the world? No. But still. But anyways, the point is, at that age, you like legit think you're indestructible. And that confidence allows you to fight a lot better. Like you don't think about like, oh, if I get hit with this shot, this could happen and the whole world could see me like out cold or whatever. Once that happens, you become a different person, like whether you want to or not. Like you literally cannot believe that you're indestructible anymore because like you got smoked. So we'll have to wait for that to happen for me to say what I really think of him. Everyone else has lost. Everyone else we've seen lose, and we know like, okay, well, he took a loss, he bounced back. But you know, like all it takes is one loss, unlucky decision, fight cancellation, and then it's like, damn, this dude hasn't won a fight in 2 years, bro. There's a lot of people like that in the UFC that kind of just get unlucky. You know what I mean? Yeah, Khabib, but he also didn't come in at 18 years old or 19 years old or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a whole life, and he did lose in the league before the UFC. You know what I mean? So, and he got some grace, man. You look at Khabib's like first fights, and it's just like, bro, you better be glad that you just like got. I don't want to say he got lucky. He didn't get lucky, but um, it could have gone a different way. Like one wrong head movement, he could have been out cold. Like Khabib got so much better in such little time. It's actually crazy. Like people try to like use his early fights to like dunk on him and say he's not that good. And I'm just like, no, bro, you're just proving how great he is to me because like I'm not gonna say he sucked because like obviously he didn't. But in those first fights in the UFC, it's just like, bro, is this really the same guy? Like the way he's throwing punches, the way just yeah, like he was trash when he started. Like yeah, exactly. Like duh, like he just started, but yeah, no, the improvement that he made in such little time was like pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Looping over him, undefeated. Khabib's my guy, man. That dude is funny, bro. Yeah, I think Whitaker. I think Adesanya just had his number, but Whitaker's so good, bro. Like, I just don't think there's too many people that can beat him, bro. Like, I wouldn't want to fight him. But also Kamzat is Kamzat. Like him and Islam, like you literally don't know what kind of fight you're gonna get from them until it happens. Like if they finish someone in 5 seconds, I'm like, I wasn't expecting that, but I'm not surprised either. Like and then if they go to war with someone, I'm like, is he really that good? But then the next fight they might just smoke the dude in 3 seconds. So no idea. No idea what would happen between him and Whitaker. I thought Kamsat was gonna fight somebody else though. Wasn't he gonna fight like? Was he gonna fight? I thought he was gonna fight Costa, but maybe not. Yeah, their fights are literally guesses. Yeah, and like a lot of it has to do with Kobe. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. But yeah, a lot of it has to do with like how they choose to fight. For example, like Islam, I was just like, wow, this dude's stand up game is like impressing me, bro. Like when he like what he did against Volk, bro. I'm like, yo, this dude's been working on his stand up like crazy, bro. Like Volk surprised me on the ground and Islam surprised me on his feet. Like last time Islam fought on his feet, I was like, Volk will smoke him if they stand up. But I was like, yo, this dude's stand up is actually pretty good. Like I can't even talk shit about it. Costa pulled out for money. What do you mean he pulled out for money? Because he wasn't getting paid enough? Or like what are you saying? I missed that. I don't know what happened with that. I just remember seeing that they might fight and then I never saw anything about it. MAGA video on Twitter defending Trump. What is he even defending, bro? Like, I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't want to get political on here, but I just do not get. I don't get the Trump train, man. Like, whatever. Like when he was the president, if people were like, "Yo, that's the president. You need to respect him," or like he's doing good things as the president. If you believe that, that's cool. But like people that go hard for him now, bro, I'm like, this dude isn't even the president, bro. Like, why are you on his nuts? Like, that's just weird, bro. It's like a little, like a cult almost. Oh, he pulled out because he wasn't getting enough. Okay, he said need the cash. Yeah, Costa, he thinks he's cooler than he is. Like, he's funny on Twitter, but like, I'm like, bro, you're not that good, bro. Like, you kind of hit hard, but like, what big fights has he really won, bro? Like, anytime he fights someone that's supposed to be good, like he kind of folds. So like, I thought he was gonna be that guy, but his fight IQ is like -6. And I'm just like, what are you doing right now in the octagon, bro? Like, what are you doing? Yeah, he won a decision. But that fight is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, why are you and Luke Rockhold battling right now, bro? Like, because he was old as shit in that fight. I knew he was gonna retire after that. He didn't have a choice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, but that's how it works. That's how it works being athletic. And I don't know if I'll say he has a good gas tank, but like, let's assume he does. Let's say he does. Let's suppose he does. That's how it works. Like you can be athletic, you can hit hard, you can be whatever that's not skill. And you'll beat a lot of people, bro. Like 90% of people. If you're in like the top 1% of power, athleticism, whatever, you'll beat a lot of people because they don't have that shit. And it doesn't really matter like how good you are. If I'm faster and stronger than you, there's only so much you can do with me. But when you get to these people that have been with these athletic people, these powerful people, these fast people, like you're just another person, bro. Like you're not actually special anymore. Like that's me thinking I get to the NFL. I was just about to say that's what happens to like all of us in sports. Like in high school, I set records. I was pretty much the fastest at any meet. Like I was special. I'm like that guy. Like people are like Jalen's fast, and then I go to college and it's like everyone was that fast guy at their school. Everyone's state champion. Everyone's this, that, and the other. And then the level past that is the same thing. Every one of them was the fastest person at their college. So like, yeah, you get to a level where like that athleticism stuff, like all your raw talent doesn't matter because everyone has that. So now it's like, how smart are you? How good are you? Oh yeah. And the female fights, bro, is bad. Same thing with boxing too. I don't know if y'all watch boxing, but it's like sometimes it's like, bro, she's not good. Like she literally is just faster and stronger than them. It just looks like she probably lifts weights or she played sports when she was a kid, but she's not actually like good at fighting, which sucks because like if you knock the person out, then like aren't you good at fighting? So it's a little catch 22 there. But yeah, definitely I agree with that shit in the female fights. 4-3-3, he gets drafted the second round. That's how you felt about Molly McCann. Yeah, I agree with that. 100%. Oh, Ronda Rousey, bad, bro. Oh, sometimes I get PTSD from them beatdowns, bro. When she finally lost, like she just literally didn't know what to do. It was obvious. Like if she would have went out tougher, I think she would have got less jokes. But it was just like the first resistance that she faced, and that resistance just completely destroyed her, bro. Like, I just think, like, bro, Amanda Nunes, like, literally connected, like, I don't know the number, but it was like 20 punches. Just like, bah, bah, bah. Like, literally everything she was throwing, like, Ronda was just, like, she didn't even know how to move her head. She didn't know how to defend herself at all because, like, she literally never had to defend herself. She's stronger and faster than everyone. Or she would just grab them as soon as they threw a punch. 20 punches in 48 seconds. Yeah. Like, and they all landed, bro. It was like, damn, you couldn't move out of the way of one punch, bro. Like, what do you be doing up in training? Like, have you ever sparred anyone half as good as you before? Like, I don't know, bro. Exactly. Holly made her look like she never boxed, ever. Facts. Because she just thought she would never have to, bro. And then she didn't for a long time. For a long time, bro. Bruh, she threw more than a straight jab, bro. Like literally, I mean, like obviously there was some punches that she threw where like she had to be precise, but a lot of them were just like literally straight down the pipe. And then like it's not even the fact that she didn't move. She didn't put her guard up. She didn't lean back. She literally just stayed there. Like she was like a deer in headlights. She's like, damn, I'm getting pieced up right now. Like I didn't know someone could be like this much better than me. Like crazy. Crazy. And like it would be kind of different if she was exhausted, but she wasn't exhausted. She was just getting beat up. Like Amanda Nunes was exhausted in that Pena fight, the first one. And like it was obvious because she was getting pieced up. Same kind of thing. She wasn't moving, but you could tell it was like she was so tired she didn't know what to do. Yeah, but that Ronda Rousey versus Amanda Nunes fight was hilarious, dog. Like that had to be tough for her, bro. That had to be tough from being on top of the world to just getting dogged like that, bro. It wasn't like it was like a good fight and everyone was like, wow, that was a war. Like, you're Hall of Fame. You should retire now. It was like, damn, you kind of suck. You kind of suck. Good times, man. We'll never see that again. We'll never see that again. Cause like, was he my first weightlifting coach? In person, yeah. Because I was just training by myself for years, and then like Kyle Dostershall in Texas, he used to do my programming online. But like, I'm the type of person that just does what I want to do. So like, I would follow the programming mainly, but also like I wouldn't. So it's like, tired today. I'm not doing that. Or I'll be like, this is too light, so I'm gonna fucking max out. But yes, Coach Thrush is my first coach. I started in like 2017, like officially, cause like Phil knows, like I've been around it for a while. Like I used to do CrossFit and stuff like that, and I did the Olympic lifts like when I ran track in college. But no technique, just no anything. So 2017 was where I was like, I'm gonna like really try to do this, and that's when I started like actually looking up like how do I do like the full Olympic lifts and like yeah. We were lifting back in 2011, 2012. Like yeah, Phil's been doing it. Like I remember like being on the platform next to him like damn, this motherfucker is cleaning a lot of weight. I ain't trying to do that. But yeah, 2017 I started getting serious. Um Classic no contact snatch. Yes. Well, see, yeah, that's what happens when you're by yourself. I learned all kinds of stuff, bro. Like the CrossFit gym I was at, they taught me. So I was doing it no contact because that seemed like it made the most sense. And they were like, bro, you gotta bump it off of your thighs. And like looking back on it, obviously that's stupid. But at the time when I first did it, because it's still like more explosion than no contact. I'm like, this is the key. Like this is what I've been needing the whole time. So I started like banging the bars like hard as possible, and like I don't even know how I was lifting the weights I was lifting. Like how did I clean or snatch anything doing that? But yeah, went from no contact to way too much contact way too early. So been through a lot of different techniques, if you want to call them that. And now I'm trying to unlearn all of that stuff still. Good times. Phil, didn't you say you're gonna compete again, or no? We're just lucky we got 'em. Good times. Don't I know some of the Colombian national team? Yeah, I know a few of them. Me and I'm sure you know Jason Lopez. Jason Lopez's first cousin. Me and him are like really really good friends. Actually, he might come up here in like a couple weeks for my birthday. We'll see. But yeah, me and him super good friends. So sometimes he keeps me in the loop about Jason Lopez and his comeback. So he's told me some numbers that he's put up. Dude is he's strong still. He's still strong. I don't know when he's gonna compete again, but when he comes back, it's gonna be very crazy. Yeah, you know what? So I planned to go last year. Actually, I planned to go twice last year, bro. So I'll try to make this story quick. I planned to go for my birthday last year, and I needed to renew my passport. And the government like screwed me, bro. Like they mixed up some stuff, and they're like, oh, like we need this paper now, like we need this, whatever. Cool. I send them all that stuff. They sent it back. They're like, oh, this is insufficient. We need this, whatever. Sent it in again. Worlds just happened in Colombia. I'm like, I'm sure I'll have my passport back by then. So I'm like making all these preparations. Like Jason Lopez's cousin Wilmer, like the guy that I'm telling you I'm cool with. He's also like he won Pan Am's a couple times back in the day as a '94. He is a sports journalist, so he's like, bro, when you get here, like I'm backstage. Like he's showing me all these videos. He's like, bro, look, me and Lasha, like he's like, when you get out here, I'll have you backstage all day. You could take pictures with the weightlifters, watch them train, blah, blah, blah. Bro, I'm super excited. I'm ready to go. The government just doesn't send my passport, bro. I didn't even get my passport back until the end of February, actually, of this year. So I sent my passport in to be renewed like January of last year, bro. That process took until February of this year. That's how many times they messed it up. And like at one point, like before this last time when I sent it back, because I had to do it in October and they finally gave it to me in February. I almost was just like, you know what, man? Like, I'm over it, bro. I'm just gonna stay in the United States the rest of my life. Uh, even I've been out of the country before, so I hadn't traveled since like 2012. Like that was the last time I went to Germany, I think. Maybe 2013. And like I've been so many places in my life because my dad was in the military that I was just like, I'm kind of good on traveling. But as I got older, I kind of like got the spark again. I'm like, I want to go to South America. I want to train in Colombia. And then the government screwed me, bro. Oh yeah, you were in Mexico. And so that was the other thing too. Pan Am's happened in Mexico for wrestling. So my wife went without me because like I literally couldn't go. Like we planned to go because she coaches wrestling, so she took her wrestler to Pan Am's, and I couldn't even go, bro. And I was like, yo, tell the Colombian wrestlers to give me a fucking singlet or a jersey or something. And yeah, couldn't go. So, but that's cool that she met some of them down in Mexico. Pops is in the Navy. That's cool. But yeah, man. So hopefully I'll get to get out there and train. But I'm like so old and broken, man. I'm recovering from a knee injury right now that happened in December. So I'm just now getting back to training. And like the way that he told me that they train, like I wouldn't be able to keep up with it. So there's gonna have to be a change before I go down there. Like I'm gonna have to get like in super shape and make sure I'm like 100% healthy so I don't like go down there and get broken. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Sometimes like I'm this close to just quitting because I'm like, bro, I already suck. I'm 30 years old. Like, how good can I get in the next couple of years? But got to keep it going, man. I gotta be in shape to train regular. Well, I'm not trying to go down there and be trash, bro. Like, bro, it's this little kid that I follow in Colombia. He's like literally 18 years old, bro. I think he's like a 67. And bro, like he clean and jerked like 168 yesterday, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like that's like literally my PR, bro. Like, don't piss me off. Take 2 years off and chill. I'm almost, bro. The last time I competed was June of last year, bro. Like, I'm about to be like a year out of competition because I competed in June. I bombed out. So I said, you know what? Let me go back, start grinding, working hard, working hard. Okay, I'm gonna compete in April. Then I get hurt in December, bro. Like I'm supposed to compete next weekend. I'm still registered for the meet, but I'm just like, there's no way. Like I just got back to training last month, bro. Like snatching 90. Like I'm not going out there and competing. Come on, bro. Take supplements to help with the recovery. Are we talking about legal supplements? If so, what legal supplements are you talking about? What's gonna help me? Uh, have I ever been to USAW Nationals? Yeah, you clearly think I'm way better than I actually am. Like that's my goal right now is to make it to nationals. Um, so like I've totaled 298. I did 130 and 168 like 2 years ago, and I was like still five. I was 5 kilos off the qualifying total. Like I think I needed to do 303 at 96 and I did 298. And I was like, damn, bro. And so then I tried to go up to 102, hoping that that would help, but I just feel heavy. I just feel heavy and slow. I've been hurt, so I'm about to just like go back down and be a light 96 and just like man up and just try to hit whatever total, which is probably gonna be fucking higher this year. So next year, whenever I get back healthy, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I lifted at like the Open Series, like in like 2017, 18, whenever that was. But like, I'm literally just not good enough to make it to nationals right now. And like the American Open Finals, like, yeah, I might do that this year. Like, because it looks like I clearly won't go to nationals. So, American Open Finals, I assume it'll be in December, close to December. I'll probably go lift at that. Um, so yeah, you'll see me this year, and you'll be like, wow, like I was right. He sucks. AL Finals in North Carolina, be cool. Wilmington. Yeah, I'm not doing a series, but I will do the finals. The series, too crazy. After I did the Arnold, After I did that one, I think that was the first year. It was the Arnold, the AL1. I was like, I'll never do this again. I almost missed weigh-ins because Arnold was walking through and the security guards was like, "You can't pass here," and I'm like, "Bro, I'm like 5 minutes away from missing weigh-ins," and they're like, "We can't let anyone get close to Arnold." Nah, dog, do your last U25, bro. You can never get that back. You can do seniors forever, bro. Like, you'll always be a grown man. You won't be U25 anymore after this year. Yeah, bro, the Arnold's just not what's up at all. I think the only way I would do it is if I was strong enough to be like on the stage, like the main stage. And it's like, everyone look at these weightlifters. I'm not doing like a C session open series one. Like, for what? But yeah, I might do open finals this year. That'll be cool. Get to see some cool people. Also, like my coach and I have the same mindset where like I don't want to go to things and just get smoked. Like I don't want to spend $500 on a ticket, $100 on the meet, $600 on the hotel, go to North Carolina and like post pictures like, hey everyone, like I totaled 300 and I got 766 place. Like that's just not fun to me. Like I like to compete. If I lose, then I lose. But I like to be competitive. You know what I mean? Like I like Ryan Sester was at a meet in Portland. Actually, that was the meet that I told 298. Like and he just smoked me, bro. Like I snatched 130, he snatched 160. I clean and jerked 168. He clean and jerked like 190 at the time. He's a lot stronger now, but he clean and jerked 190. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm about to go home, bro. Like I don't even care if they gave me second place. Like I'm not staying for the medal thing because I'm just like demoralized. So I don't want to go to a national meet and like be like dead last in the session. Like that's cool for some people. Like I'm not down on anyone that wants to do that, but like I do competitions to be competitive. So like eventually I do want to go and I want to be competitive. I don't have to necessarily win the first time I go, but like I want to have a chance, bro. Like I want to be clean and jerking with the top guys. I don't want to do like 170 and then they're like, okay, we got the first lifter out of the way. Let's move on up to 184. 235. Bro, you can probably still power 235, I'm sure, huh? What is that even? Oh, yeah. Bro, I'm sure you could do like, I'm sure you can do 110, 130 on like your worst day ever. The 130 would be tougher than the 110 for you. You're a fucking snatch specialist. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's 10:26. I'm gonna stay on until 10:30. I don't think anybody knew it was gonna pop up. So appreciate y'all though. But I told my wife that I was gonna watch this show, and I told her at 10 o'clock, and it's 10:26. I know, yeah. It says there's 5 people in here, but there's only 2 people talking, and I just be like, whatever, man. Like, if y'all don't want to say hi, y'all don't want to say anything, y'all just want to listen. That's cool. But if no one says anything, I'm gonna get off. So I be trying to tell people if you get on, say something, ask a question, say what's up, say something. But I get it though, cause I watch people's lives sometimes and I just literally don't say anything, especially if they don't like prompt. Just here to observe. See, that's what I'm saying. If not, like if I don't say anything, people just sit up in here and watch. Why are you not saying something, bro? You just listening to us, like you just listening to me. You could have asked a question. You could have said something, bro. You just waiting to see if I talk shit about you, huh? You're like, yo, let me see if he drops my name in this live stream. All right, bro. Thanks for entertaining us for all of that time. And good luck with your heavy training tomorrow. I wish I could train heavy tomorrow. I gotta take a day off. You just got here. You're not sure what to ask, though. You don't have to ask nothing. Just say something. You know what I mean? Welcome. I haven't seen you before. This is your first time here. What made you click on this live stream? That's what I want to know. Teasy boy. It's an interesting name. Bored. I respect that. These videos on your page. Racks to skinny. What are these videos? I'm not about to click them right now, so I have to rely on you to tell me what they are, but I might click them when I get off of this. Showcasing my music and some of the best up and coming editors. So what do you do? What's your channel about? I do see these videos are 2 years old. So you don't do this anymore. You don't make these videos no more. You gave up on the dream, bro. Come on, TZ boy. Can't give up on the dream, dog. Couldn't keep it up. Couldn't keep up. Now I feel that. I used to make music back in the day. That's actually why I created this channel. My old channel actually has a lot more subscribers. I used to make music back in the day. So it's kind of crazy that, yeah, I get it. Trust me, I get it. Spanish and job hunting is your 9 to 5 at the moment. How much Spanish do you know? What level of Spanish are you at? Bro, how you gonna say job hunting is your 9 to 5? 9 to 5 means you got a job. So are you job hunting while you're at work or are you unemployed? That's the question. Nah, I'm not about to spit nothing. It's 10:30, bro. It's bedtime. I don't got the energy to spit. And I don't rap no more. I'm not a rapper. Making jokes. Okay. Nah, I'm not making jokes. It was a joke, but it was a lighthearted joke. But you didn't answer the first question though. How much Spanish do you know? Can you have a full conversation? I should do a crazy news of the week live stream every Friday. You don't know what's going on in the world without your IG stories. I'm not necessarily against that, but that would make me kind of like the news. I don't want to have a news channel because then people like if I decide not to do that, people are gonna be like, I came here to like hear some stories and I don't hear any stories. Um, you know, you know, I might. I might get on a live stream every Friday and then I could read some news or tell you some news that I heard that week, but I don't want it to be a news live stream. A couple wild tweets ahead. I could do that, yeah. D Fuller, ¿qué tal? Hey, ¿qué hubo? ¿Qué sucede? ¿Cómo estás, bro? What time is it? It is 10:30 p.m. You think you're B2, but that question is always hard for you. It'll be 1 year in May. Well, in my opinion, people always overestimate their level of Spanish. But you could definitely be B2. There's definitely some people that underestimate their level of Spanish. It all depends, right? It depends on who you're talking to. It depends on the subjects, and then that's like a little subjective, anyways. Like some days you wake up and you flowing. Some days the words just don't come out. But if you can hold a convo, yeah, I'd say yeah, B2. I don't know. What do you consider a crazy subject? Because if there's stuff that you can't talk about, I don't know. It might be like a B1 thing. But again, like I said, that kind of scale stuff, it doesn't really matter. Like when I asked you the level that you're at, I really just meant like there's people that can't talk, there's people that can talk, and then there's like, bro, I thought you was a native speaker. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So you're a down player. Okay. Software development stuff. Oh well, yeah. I mean, I can't even talk about that in English. So okay, two teachers, four language exchanges a week. What do you think? What do you think you struggle with in Spanish? What's the hardest part of Spanish for you, or something that you maybe feel like that you don't fully grasp? If there's anything, maybe you think it's all just whatever. My screen might go black for a second. I need to reply to my wife so she don't beat me. I definitely said I was gonna get off of here at 10:30, but y'all came in. Yeah, I started talking, so I can't get off yet. Not yet. Not till it dies down a little bit. The real question is, why are y'all awake too? Why are y'all awake? Still struggling with. Oh, you still struggle with transferring how you speak to Spanish, like saying, "I went into the house" instead of using "entrar." Okay, okay. No, okay. It's pretty normal stuff though, like more complex grammar stuff. I think it'll be better though that you don't try to transfer how you speak. You get what I'm saying? Like to me, that's a. I'm not gonna. I guess I can't say it's a mistake, but I think that's making your life harder than it has to be because everything that happens in English doesn't happen in Spanish, and vice versa. Some stuff, some concepts, just certain things are just not in both languages. And so if you try to think about how you would say it in English, like you just mess yourself up. To be honest, like it just benefits you to just have a Spanish personality and an English personality. They're not gonna be exactly the same. You might say something a certain way in English, and I know what you're saying because, like, yeah, you're like, I wanna say it how I would say it, but I just want to say it in this language. But it's just not like that, man. It's just not like that. And you're studying Spanish right now. You said you're studying right now. What exactly are you studying in Spanish right now? End of sprint Friday. I got meetings from like 7 to 3 p.m. Bruh, it's Thursday. What are you talking about? Isn't it Thursday? Am I tripping? Don't get me excited, bro. Cause if it was Friday, then I wouldn't go to work tomorrow. So don't have me miss work tomorrow, dog. Oh, that's why you're up. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I gotta wake up pretty early. I'm not gonna lie, but as long as I go to bed at like 11:30, I'll be good. Tomorrow ain't nothing at work. Yeah, exactly, bro. I wake up at like 4:30 a.m. But I leave at like 1, so it's all good. As long as I get like 5 hours of sleep tonight, I'll just come home and take like a big nap when I get home. So the athlete team. Sure, bro. Motherfucker training his ass off for a 10K. For a family run 10K, bro. You about to have like 60-year-old ladies running next to you and shit. You got your game face on running hard, and they're like, nice weather we're having out here, aren't it? Get your game pump. Doc, he can run like your 850 times in a row, bro. Even faster. I don't even know why I said that. Like, I know he runs faster than your 800 for a full marathon. Small phrase chunks and homework from your teacher. Oh, so you're in an actual Spanish class. Interesting. Well, I don't know how long you've been here, but I do podcasts with people that are learning Spanish. If you ever want to do a podcast, if you ever want to talk about your learning experiences in Spanish, we can do Spanish and English though. If you ever want to do that, let me know. Would love to do a video. But yeah, I typically like the way classrooms and schools teach language. It's just horrible. Like I like that they're teaching you verbs that are usually paired with right? But you also need to learn them like in context. Um, because like you need to know like I mean you can always make your own sentences, right? But there's a certain way that anyone in a language talks. There's certain words that are just strange, right? Like I was um I was at a dance lesson on Tuesday, and my dance instructor's from Colombia, and she uh we all four of us mainly speak in Spanish, but like we're in America, so sometimes they want to try to speak English, right? And we were dancing, and she said you need to use, and she was like your tippy toes, and I'm like no, these are not toes. They're definitely not your tippy toes. But and then she said, okay, like the tops of your finger. And I was like, that's not incorrect. This is the top of your finger. Like these are the tops of your finger. But it's just it's not right, man. It's not right. These are your fingertips. These are your fingertips. They're the tips of your finger. It's also the top of your finger, but who says your finger tops or the tops of your finger? No, it's not a thing. You know what I mean? So like, you also have to speak like the people in the language that you're learning. If you say weird words, it throws off the whole sentence. So it is good to learn the verbs that are paired with but also like what sentences are usually constructed with that. You know what I mean? Like that's just funny, right? Feel like it's funny because like I understand her pain. You know what I mean? So like she knows like if I'm laughing, it's not I'm not like making fun of her like that. Like I would expect her to laugh if I made a mistake in Spanish too. I'm learning English through interview right now through interview. School had messed up my English. I had to put in extra work to get to native level. I'm still not at that native, but I'm just saying. Hey, that's normal, man. Like, I remember you saying like you've been learning English for 2 years, right? So like, that's good, man. Like, it takes time. Like, language is a lifetime journey. Like, most of us have been speaking a language our whole life, and we still make grammatical mistakes, or we still say things wrong, or we still learn new words. So you know, just keep doing your thing, bro. Keep talking to native speakers whenever you can. Keep listening to native speakers. And you'll just learn new stuff all the time. And you'll realize stuff you thought before that you thought was right is wrong. And it's funny. You take the verb and construct sentences using GPT. That's interesting. Let's you input the region too. I wonder how accurate that is. I might just be an old people thing, but I'm always a little bit suspicious of AI. I don't trust it. I don't trust any kind of technology to be honest. I'm not against it. Don't get me wrong. I would use that. I would use that. That method that you said is good. I don't like things that I can't confirm. That's what I should say. And so like I tried to tell my friend one time because like he's learning Spanish right now. He's at the very beginning stages. He used not Google Translate but something else. He used it and I was just like, yeah, that's just wrong, though. Like, it's just wrong. Like, I know it's telling you that, but it's wrong. Like, no one would ever say that because that's not what it means. And he's like, well, I just checked it on 3 different sites and it said that. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, it could say it on 6 sites, bro. Like, it's just not true. Like, there was an original mistake somewhere, and all 5 of the next sites copied that first site. You see it all the time on stuff like lyric pages. Like you could know what some lyrics say like for a fact. And you check all these lyric pages and all of them have the same mistake. And you're just like, "Oh yeah, yeah, they don't know what they're talking about." Like I'm from this area. I know what that word is and it's not that word. So, yeah, bro, like that's beyond me, bro. I don't even know what that one is. I know what GPT is. I don't know what the next one is, the one that you lean hard on. So you're a tech, bro. That's cool. I need to learn more about that. You know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna look up a video about that. I'm about to screenshot that when I get off of this, and I'm gonna look that up. So congrats to you for showing me something that I don't know that I'm gonna have to research tomorrow. Your mom talk like that for a long time. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny, bro. Like I got so many stories like that. I got so many stories of things that I did in Spanish in the beginning. And I got stories of my friend from Colombia right now that I mean he still does stuff like that. Like he just said little stuff and I'm like, no, no, no. That's not it. It's not it. Yeah, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Perfect. You're in India, right? So every country in the world that speaks English has different English. And a few countries in particular that I could think of off the top of my head. India, Nigeria. Let me think of another one. I'll say India and Nigeria for right now. But then we also have like more native countries that just have different accents. The UK, Australia, all of those Englishes are gonna be different. Different verbs, different slang, different structures, different spelling. So yeah, who you're learning from matters. Who you're talking to matters because if you learn English from someone in the UK and you come to me and speak, it's not that you're gonna be wrong. We're just gonna speak so differently that like it's not gonna suit you in that conversation, which is whatever. Like same thing. If I talk to someone from the UK, we might not understand each other sometimes, but it definitely matters. If you have plans on moving somewhere, if you're talking to a certain group of people all the time, it matters that you speak like them. If you want to be understood, if you want to be a part of the group and accepted and blah blah blah. I kick it with Puerto Ricans all day. I talk like a Puerto Rican. It is what it is. I'm not gonna pick up a Mexican accent. So a couple funny Spanish stories. I believe it, bro. I believe it. It's impossible not to. When you start learning something new, like you have no choice but to make mistakes. I got like vivid memories of like mistakes that I made that I didn't even know were mistakes until I learned later. And I'm like, wait a second. I used to say that. I used to say that. That Japanese dude that learned English from a Jamaican teacher gotta be the funniest thing. Yeah, stuff like that. Like, I mean, there's nothing you could do about it. If you learn that way, then you just learn. But kind of sucks sometimes. Going with USA English. Yeah, I already know. I already know you're on a Louisiana train to boot. I joined a chat with 5 people and they started asking me my goals. I was telling them I was being recruited for a job in Argentina. And I said, man, what on Argentina? Why? Why? Why did you say that? What were you trying to say? Man, what on Argentina? Why did you say that? Now I'm trying to think. Let me think. What would you have been thinking? Oh, oh, you were thinking Memudo. That makes sense. Where am I really from? I'm from Texas. My mom's from Texas. My dad's from Louisiana. Nah, Phil, you didn't send me that, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it before. But you can send it again so I can laugh. But that story is funny. That's actually hilarious. I don't know what I would have said back if you said that. But yeah, A and B reacts when you come here, it's gonna be different. It's you could watch interviews and stuff, but you know what? Here's the thing about so there's different levels. There's different levels of speaking, right? There is there's like instructional speaking, right? So if I'm talking to you and I don't think that you speak good English, then I'm gonna talk like this. I'm gonna try to enunciate. I'm talking to you right now about the different ways of speaking English, right? So that's like the basic level. Someone thinks you don't speak English well. But then you got videos like this, podcasts, interviews, whatever. I'm not talking like I was just talking, but I'm still like trying to enunciate because like I'm on a video. I want people to be able to understand me, right? When I am talking to my friends, when I'm talking to my family, there's a lot more slang, there's a lot more of my real accent, there's a lot less enunciation, you know what I mean? And so the trap a lot of people fall into is that they think like, yeah, like I'm good, like I can watch a video and understand everything in it. But like a lot of daily conversation is references. You know what I mean? Cultural references, references to daily life, references to stuff that happened 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? And so if you don't know those references, all it takes is one reference that you don't get, and then you're lost in that convo. And the people just keep talking, and they don't slow down because they get the references. You know what I mean? And then you're just sitting there like, what is everybody talking about right now? And so you'll find out. You'll find out when you move here, especially depending on where you move to. Because, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. A lot of my family's in Alexandria right now, at the top of Louisiana. But all of those places are very, very different. Different accents, different people, different cultures. You know, my grandpa still lives in New Orleans, though. 5 more minutes, y'all. I'm gonna make it to 11 o'clock. I'm gonna do that for y'all. My phone battery thing just popped up too. I don't have it plugged in, so I don't really want my phone to die. See, I got 5 minutes. Tell me what you tell me. Tell me what you want to ask me. Ask me what you want to ask me. If you want to ask anything. Or you can just tell me something. Or you can not say nothing at all. But I'll be on here for 5 more minutes. Now, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for hopping on here today, man. I was a little bit bored. The Charlie vid was pretty great. Thanks, man. Thanks for watching. That's the kind of videos I like to make. You know what I mean? I like to interview people that are learning. Sometimes I interview people that are like actual native speakers. I probably get my boy from Colombia back on here again soon. But he might be coming out here for my birthday in a couple weeks. So if that's the case, I'll just actually sit down with him like this. Um, but yeah, I try to get as many interviews in Spanish on here as I can. It's hard for you to find content that you like watching. I mean, I get the feeling that you like. Oh, you just said that's super helpful. So you threw me off. I was gonna say I get the feeling that you like tech stuff. I was gonna say the only tech stuff that I've ever watched is in Spanish. I don't watch tech stuff in English. I don't really care for it. But it just so happens that the people that I watch in Spanish like tech, so they talk about tech stuff sometimes. Um, but that's because they're like financial gurus. So they're not really tech dudes. They're financial dudes. And tech always leads to money, so they're kind of always talking about tech too. But I mean, yeah, if you tell me what kind of content you like, I could point you in a direction or something. I don't know what you like exactly. I would guess that you already know who Mike Ben is, right? Do you know Mike Ben? If you don't know Mike Ben, I'll be surprised. I don't think there's been a single person on my channel for Spanish that doesn't know Mike Ben. Yeah, yeah. Super nerd stuff, science fiction, games, fantasy. All right, well, I'll tell you what. I do follow this channel that they basically do like video game reviews in Spanish, but I can't think of their name. That's the problem. Um, Whenever I find that out, I'll tag you in it or something like that. Science fiction, games, fantasy. What falls under fantasy? I don't actually really know what fantasy is. I know what science fiction is in games, but like, oh, in a week? Yeah, yeah, bro. Just tell me when you're ready. We'll do it. I'm pretty much always free, so the weekends are better. But like this time, on a weekday also works too. But yeah, we can do a podcast whenever you're ready. Game of Thrones, stuff like that. Okay. Would you like to listen to someone talk about that fantasy stuff, or would you actually like to like watch, for instance, a show like that in Spanish? Because I watch like a lot of like anime and shit in Spanish, but I just put the Spanish thing on like Death Note. Death Note is the best Spanish dub of all time. Like I actually tried to watch it in English one time, and I'm like, this shit's trash. Spanish was way better. You would love a show. Okay. Nah, sometimes it is bad, bro. Don't get me wrong. You definitely have to find the right ones. You have to. Hopefully, I don't offend anyone. First of all, if it's not a Latino dub, bro, like if it's a dub from Spain, I'm not watching it. It's just never good. So that's the first thing. The second thing is sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not. So it's kind of the same thing as like in English. Like sometimes it's those real corny voices, and the other times it's like, oh wow, this dub is decent. So it just depends on what the anime is. I've watched good ones. Like I said, Death Note, 10 out of 10 dub, 10 out of 10 show. I know Death Note's kind of like hit or miss. Like either you love it or you don't. But Death Note in Spanish, top of the top, bro. Vinland Saga, I'm watching that right now in Spanish. Hard, dope. But yeah, I'll try to find you something like Game of Thrones. Cause there's a lot, I don't know if you've seen. Let me see. No, that's not really like Game of Thrones. There's an old show, Siempre Bruja, and like I guess that's fantasy. It's like kind of weird. I think I stopped watching it. I made a video once. Actually, I made two videos on here, like 25 shows or 15 shows or something you could watch in Spanish. And Siempre Bruja was on there. It's like a I don't even know how to describe it without it sounding weird. It's like a black slave from like the 1600s that's like about to die, and she like sends herself into the future, um, and like the slave master that was like falling in love with her. Like it's weird, bro. I don't know, but that's like considered fantasy, so I don't know. You might like it. Gundam. I've never watched that. It's one of those things that like is literally always there, and I've just never watched it. Same thing with like Bleach. Bleach has been on TV since I was a little kid. Like Adult Swim, Bleach is always on. Click. I'm not saying it's trash. I've literally just never watched it. It's just something that's just like I'm turning this off, bro. I clicked the power button, bro. I see Bleach on the screen, turn. Don't know why. AMB Reacts is my favorite anime. Death Note, bro. I told you. Death Note, top of the top. Tokyo Ghoul, yeah, I watched that. What else? There's a couple more that I watched that I liked. What's the thing called? The Seven Deadly Sins joint. Good. Um, um, I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. Oh, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I know people think that shit's corny, and it is a little bit, but like my favorite. I really wasn't feeling. Oh yeah, Attack on Titan's good. I didn't really like where it went, but that was one of the ones like I avoided. I avoided watching when it first came out, like for a couple episodes, because it looked like some big ass monsters eating people, right? Because it was. I would see people post clips like, "Oh, this shit's so gory," like titans like biting people's heads off and shit. I'm like, bro, I'm not watching this shit. But when I finally watched it, I'm like, oh, this is deep, bro. This is deep. Yeah, I might have to. I might have to watch that then. Yeah, like I said, Gundam, Bleach, just always was there, and I just never watched it, bro. I can't really explain why. I got no good reason. Might have to check it out just for you. Memento, yeah, bro. Memento's a classic. Super classic, bro. There's not many movies that I haven't seen. If it's like a well known movie, bro, I've probably seen it. But Memento, I'll put that in my top five movies. Top five movies ever. Hold your fire. That man isn't black. Classic. Yeah, that. I don't know what that is. General. What's that? Hold on, let me Google it. Sixth Sense, of course, bro. Of course. What do you mean? Bro, there's just like some movies in America that are just like, of course, like everyone's seen it. General, the Wolf Brigade. 1 hour and 42 minutes. Goddamn, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I gotta put all this stuff on a list, bro. Let's see. The Wolf Brigade. The third film in the saga. I gotta watch the first two now, bro. All hand drawn. Dark and gritty anime set in an alternate history of Japan after World War II. Well, the real history was bad enough, so alternate history gotta be crazy. I'm gonna check that out. That actually looks interesting. All right, y'all got one more question because it is 11:05, and I'm sure my phone is on like 1%. So speak now or forever hold your peace. Anything you gotta say before I click the end button? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. All right, about to click the end button. Hopefully none of y'all comment right as I click end. Peace. Thanks for watching.